Hello, you're welcome to the Jenny Show. Please do what to subscribe, share, and like. This is a story of a worried mother. I was a single mother of a teenage daughter until I met this man who has been very, very great and helpful to myself and my daughter until things got out of hand. I met this man in our area, good looking and financially sound. He expressed interest in me and we started going out. After a few months, we got married. Everything was great until my daughter started behaving strangely. My daughter became distant and cold, not only towards me, but towards the stepdad as well. I asked her severally what it was, but she wasn't willing to talk. My daughter is the quiet type and she's always locked up in her room. She told me she was okay, but I strongly suspected that something was going on. I discussed with my husband and he said I should know how teenagers behave and maybe she needs time, so I should let it be. Just give her some time. I obliged. And after some time, I still saw that my daughter wasn't getting any better. Instead, she was getting worse. She was drawing herself from most of the things she was doing at first. She took interest in nothing at all. She didn't hang out with her friends anymore, always in her room, locked up. So I thought about it and I decided to install cameras in the house and in her room as well, as a worried mother, to find out if something gravely was going on, because I didn't understand her behavior and it looked as if she was afraid to talk to me. That was how I saw it. So I decided to install cameras as my last resort. I did that, and that very same week, what I saw was very disturbing. I saw my husband usually coming home a bit earlier than the time he closes. He will come home right after my daughter closes from school. Sometimes he will even be at home before my daughter returns from school. And as soon as my daughter enters her room, he'll follow up and try to essay her. In my video, the video I saw, he forced himself on my daughter and she cried. She really cried. She was screaming, but there was no way anybody could have heard her. There was nobody in the house. She screamed her lungs out, but there was nobody around to help her. And from the look of things, this has been going on. It had been going on for a period of time. After he was done, he was like, "There's nothing you can do. By now, you should know not to struggle with me." And my daughter was like, "I'll tell my mother. I'll tell my mother." "Eh, this is what you always say, but it will not go anywhere. You know what? I came into your mother's life because of you. I saw you. I liked you. I admired you. It was you I wanted. I wanted you all along, not your mother. I got married to your mother because of you. So if you try to tell your mother, I don't care about her, I'll just leave her. I will leave the two of you for you to continue with your miserable life." And when I heard that, I was broken. This man apparently came into my life because of my daughter. He had to get married to me just to get close to her and be essaying her. I got broken. I couldn't do anything. I just looked at my daughter and cried more. In the evening, I went to her room and told her to confide in me and that I had seen everything, I had heard everything. That was when she broke down again and started crying. That it had been going on for some time and she didn't know how to tell me because the man threatened to leave me and she didn't want me to be alone. And she had also seen that the man was taking care of most of the things in the house, which had lifted some of the burdens on my shoulder. I told her that she comes first. So if anything, she should have told me. I would have believed her, I would have acted on it. it is okay if the man goes. I spoke to her. I later suggested that she goes to see a therapist, and she said no. I have a TikTok and Instagram pages. I told her that I was going to publish the news there and then reveal what the man had done. I told her I was going to take it up. She said no. She didn't want it that way. She just didn't want eyes on her. She wanted this to slide. And when I went back to my room, I cried because as a mother, I felt I had failed my daughter. I should have known, or I should have studied the man. I should have gotten to know him better before bringing him into our home. I blame myself because I brought him into the house and I trusted him to be a father to my daughter. I took all the blame. And this was her advice to the mothers. She emphatically stated that some men come into the lives of the women or their women because of their children, be it male or female. They come into your homes because of your little ones, your daughters, your sons. They come in specifically for them, essay them, and then vanish. That is, if it is not seen early to be stopped or to be investigated or anything of that sort. They essay the children to a point they think they are going to be caught and they just run off. Be careful who you bring into your home, especially if you are a single mom. Be careful the man you bring home to your children. It is very, very, very important. My daughter doesn't want this to be blown up, so I've decided to respect her decision. Maybe later I'll be able to convince her to go see a therapist. But I want people to know what is going on because it is happening. These are things I heard from other parents, things I read on the social media. I never thought it was going to come into my home, but it did. So parents, beware. They are all over. If you have anything to add, if you have any question, if you have anything to say, please drop it in the comment section. Your thoughts are welcome. Please don't forget. Please subscribe, share, and like. Thank you.